Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're going to be reviewing the Balmain Spring Summer 2023 fashion show. I did this because Cher does it. Cher is in the show. I can't wait to see Cher. Is she going to sing? Is she going to walk? What's she going to do? But then I thought to myself, Cher at Balmain. Rustic? Really? He managed to get Cher? This guy, how does he get all of these people? Because, I'm thinking to myself, Anyway, I'm not going to throw shade this early on in the video, but anyway, subscribe before we watch the show together. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today, gain access to extra perks. Like, for example, you get special price on my merchandise. We got the special Day Cult merch. Join the cult of Dacob today. It's all just for funsies, obviously. We don't do cults here. Anyway, so you can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together, for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live cult audience. I live stream every Saturday. You're all invited to join the live streams. Let me cue in the chats. Hi, everybody. Are y'alls is ready? Oh, I can't cue in the chats because we're going to cue in the video. Duh. So let's cue in the video. It's a huge stage, you guys. Humongous stage. Like, this thing is like a concert more than a fashion show. So let's start. Let's begin. By the way, the video is taken from the Balmain YouTube channel, so it falls under fair use because we're going to be reviewing the show. I changed the music I'm using music that is copyright free. All right, let's go. And let's watch the show together, everybody. This is a massive stage. It's a massive setup. All this audience in the crowd. I thought Cher is going to perform. She has to perform. This is a concert. This looks like a concert stage, not like a fashion show stage. Anyway, Balmain Spring Summer 2023. So they just turned off the lights. I guess the people have their phones out because they want to film. I don't know how they're going to film from such a distance. But anyway. Okay, the wonder is unveiled. So they're showing us video clips. This could have been like Madonna's Confessions tour beginning. Oh, it's Cher. Oh, there she is. Or is that Chad Michaels? No, it's Cher. Living ferret. Look at her go. Oh, that's a Fendi baguette turned into a Balmain baguette. Okay, girl. I'm living ferret. Is Cher gonna make me like Balmain? Damn, she might. If anybody can make me love Balmain, it's Cher. Jane Davenport says, like, waiting for Evangelista again. Right, except this time we saw Cher, at least at the beginning, even though very retouched on film. Okay, is that Cher? No, that's not Cher. Okay, we got the first model. Look how huge this catwalk is, y'all. Oh, we got future. Oh, we are in the future. Oh, we got Alexander McQueen on the runway. We got Thierry Mugler on the runway. We got Gautier on the runway. But where's Balmain? Mr. Rustig, are we out of ideas, darling? Well, let's see. Oh, we got patio furniture on the runway. This is a kind of cute piece. I would never buy it, but okay. So anyway, Sweet Thing says it seems wearable. Really? Very wearable. Drag on a dime challenge, says Nicole Pancakes. A few Schiaparelli vibes too, says Jane Davenport. Patio furniture. I'm telling you, it's giving me patio. The lanai. Ma, meet me on the lanai. That was B. Arthur in the Golden Girls. Okay, so we got a little Medusa moment here. Oh, okay. Little Game of Thrones moment. Kind of. I guess she has chest hair that's woven into this pattern. It literally looks like... Child, let me weave that. Or is it hair from down under? And then they pulled it up. It's a coochie braid. It's the coochie braid, y'all. Oh, the shoulders. Okay. I love a shoulder moment, but again, we still have patio furniture. Yeah, shoes like that why do we have to make shoes higher and higher and higher, less and less comfortable? Like, I get it, fashion, but after you've seen like these disproportionately high shoes 5 billion times, like at a certain point you're like, yeah, okay, we get it. Like, look at you, walking like you pooped yourself. I don't want to wear a shoe that makes me look like I pooped myself, to be honest with you. I want to be able to walk. Or I pull a Mariah Carey and somebody's carrying me. Then honey, I can wear whatever you want me to wear. Yeah, these sandals are like ankle killers. Plus, these poor models have to walk that huge runway, which looks like a stadium, with shoes like this. The risk of falling is of epic proportions. Now, the marbled print on the floor, I don't think it renders very well. It makes it look very cheap. But anyway, it's a choice, right? Oh, are we giving Vivienne Westwood? We are giving Vivienne Westwood with this piece. Interesting. I'm still waiting for Balmain to appear. Just saying. Okay, the piercings in the nose have been made so famous. Oh, another Vivienne Westwood moment. With the Dior. Oh, Galliano's in the house as well. Interesting. Yes. Oh, it's the return of John Galliano, you guys. Finally, they're giving him a good job again. The nose piercings made famous, well, mostly by Riccardo Tisci for Givenchy. We can talk about almost a decade ago by now. By the way, Riccardo lost his position at Burberry. They're like, girl, bye. And now that other Oompa Loompa got the job at Burberry. Could you imagine? That's another topic for another time. Cyber Coco says, seeing these models struggle walk ruins the whole dream and desirability. It does feel like they're struggling. I agree with you. Now, just putting a Balmain logo all over the pieces doesn't make a piece Balmain-esque. This is so Galliano and Vivienne Westwood. Like, what? And that bodice at the top, very Versace. Jane Davenport, no Balmain blazers, but patio furniture. I mean, listen, is it photogenic? Yeah. Oh my god, this is so Vivienne Westwood. Like, what is he doing? Why did they let him do... What a travesty, seriously. Like, copied one-to-one. Now, are some of these looks photogenic? Yes. The headwear, is it photogenic? Yes. You know, can you have a little moment in a photo for Vogue or whatever on a red carpet? Yes. But is it groundbreaking? Is it an evolution of the brand? Is there a change? Is there a shift? Is there something that gives me memorable vibes? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Look at those Schiaparelli earrings. You know. The only healthy woman on the runway, and because all the other ones are anorexic, they make her look like she's chunky. She's not chunky. She's the only healthy girl out there. Look at her. She's amazing. Sexy. Love her. She's gorgeous. But again, what did they do? There's one token model like that, and all the others are, again, you know, haven't eaten in a year and a half. And this tokenism is also so annoying to me. They all do it. Chanel does it too. You know, Versace also does it. Versace always has their one model, the black chick that does it. Looks gorgeous, but they only have one. Chanel always does the white chick from the Netherlands. They only have one. And all the guys are skinny. Like, there's no chubby guy. Why don't they put a chubby guy? I could be on the runway. I'm chubby. Why don't you put me on the runway? I don't want to do a runway for Balmain, though. I'm just talking in general, you know. Like, with the girls, they're like, let's do one token girl that looks actually healthy. But with the guys, no. The guys all have to be either super skinny, anorexic, or they have to be bodybuilders. There's no normal man on the runway in fashion. Because fashion might have started slowly opening up to chicks that have, you know, more curves. But for men, no. Fashion is still a total, like, prison in terms of how you have to look, how little you are allowed to eat, and how much you have to do sports, you know. And again, as I said, it's a token moment anyway, because we only had one model thus far that was, for fashion, high fashion standards, considered plus size. All the others, as you can see, are, you know, the size zero. What can I tell you? Now we have a little bit of, well, this is like Issey Miyake meets Yohji Yamamoto. Also, these kind of draped, this is also very Gaultier. But where's Balmain? We still haven't seen Balmain, have we? The bags are definitely serving baguette. It's like, the bags are giving me Fendi meets the saddle bag. You know, it's like the Fendi baguette meets the Dior saddle bag. So again, we're back to Galliano, aren't we? These hats are major Galliano vibes too. Not saying they're ugly, they look cute, but they're not Balmain. Is Rustig out of ideas? Did Rustig ever have ideas? Girl, somebody had to say it. I'm sorry, not sorry. The guy's famous because he has good social media connections. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, just my opinion. Not rooted in any facts or truths, everything's alleged. So, get off my back. Got it? That was Pooja from Big Brother House. Living ferret, dying ferret. Anyway, so here we go again with the Vivienne Westwood meets John Galliano. You know, the little cherubs on the Sixtine Chapel. I don't know if it is the Sixtine Chapel, or I don't know from which photo they took as inspiration from the old master painters. Chilang Chica says, whose show is this? Good question. We would all like to know. Well, allegedly it's Balmain's show, but it looks like Gaultier, Galliano, Thierry Mugler, Vivienne Westwood, Fendi, Issey Miyake, a little bit of Yoshi Yamamoto. What else is it giving me? Buffalo. It's like a collab between Buffalo boots and the rest of the world. No, this ain't it, you guys. I'm sorry. And we're back to Y2K. The trends of the time are definitely showing us, are giving us Y2K vibes for Spring-Summer 2023. We've seen it already in the review that I made of the Versace show with Paris Hilton on the runway. You gotta check out that review I've done because it's hilarious. You're gonna laugh your butts off. I laughed so much when Paris came out. I love her to bits. That's a good review. Go check that one out. Also on my channel. But major Y2K vibes also with the Versace collection. Here as well, although we have a lot of 90s influences, especially with that net mesh, like you see these tops that are transparent and tight, that's very Gaultier. He used to do the tattoo tops, the web net tattoo tops in the 90s. There you go, that other model is wearing it as well. Coincidentally, isn't it interesting that Rustig delivers this show shortly after he delivered the Gaultier Haute Couture show? Because you know how Gaultier invites a different designer to design his Haute Couture collection every season. So this last season, he invited Rustig to design the Gaultier Haute Couture collection. And what did Rustig do? He spent a lot of time in the Gaultier archives. Interesting. The boy got inspired much by the Gaultier archives that he researched in to make the Gaultier Haute Couture collection? Or is Rustig trying to tell us, hey, I want to take over Gaultier as well because Gaultier retired? He's like, look, I can do this. Give me the job. This could be a business card. It's like his way of saying like, hey, I can do Balmain and I can do Gaultier. But what about the Galliano, the Vivienne Westwood? Or is Rustig thinking, you know, because Vivienne is in her 80s, you know, he's like, sooner or later, they're going to need somebody new. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me show, oh my God, I have that jacket from Vivienne Westwood. I bought it last year in denim. Oh, there was a slip and she ooped. I mean, it's not tacky in a good way, y'all. I mean, I get tacky. Don't get me wrong. I love tacky. You know, I'm a big fan of John Waters. John Waters, I mean, he's a film director, not a fashion designer, but he's also a photographer. He's an artist, right? And he always says there's good trash and then there's bad trash. He loves kitsch and trash, tackiness, but he does it. There's a methodology to his insanity when it comes to trash, and it's his own. Here, I don't see what is his own. I only see a copy of something. And look at the amount of clothes that are on the runway. It's an insane amount of pieces. And they're all so insanely similar to one another. Like, if you think about it, why are they manufacturing so much? Are they going to split the market? Are they going to produce certain pieces just for Asia, other pieces just for America, other pieces just for Europe? Like, what's the idea here? Because you don't need so many variations on the same topic with just slight variations in print. You really don't need it. Or is it just made for the runway and then, you know, not everything is going to go into production? That's a possibility as well. I don't know how Balmain operates usually. If, you know, some brands are very consequent. Everything that hits the runway also goes into production and is made available for purchase. But some fashion brands don't do that. Some fashion brands create some pieces just for the runway, and then other pieces are created for retail. So I don't know what the case is with Balmain, because I'm never really interested in this brand since, you know, Rustig is there. So for me, it's like, I don't really care. But I take one for the team, because a lot of you have been asking me to review this because of Cher. So here we are. Makes crunchies out of it all, says Debbie, right? Yeah, because they're not going to sell all of this stuff if it actually goes into production. You could repurpose them. I don't think this brand, maybe they do, but I don't know if they're really big on sustainability. Because quite frankly, if they were big on sustainability, their collections wouldn't be this big. Look, you guys, you can compare it to a restaurant. Now, you're going to say, Dacob, you're crazy. What are you talking about? Okay, let me make a really simple example so that you guys can understand, so that everybody can understand who tunes in. Because maybe somebody's tuning into this video and they're not really into the business of fashion. So, very simple. Jesus says, oh my God, it's not over yet. No, it's still going on. Make it stop, says Chilla. I know it's annoying, but let me make this comparison to a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, if the restaurant has a ginormous menu of like 50, 60 dishes, you can bet your bottom dollar that place is sus AF. Because if there's way too much to choose from, you know that a bunch of those things are not going to be fresh. Ah, another token model. Oh, she's the one from Versace, by the way. Love her to bits. Good. At least they got 2 token models. I guess they had to, because the show lasts so long that they had to kind of implement at least 2 of them. But again, no men, only 2 women that are more curvaceous and that look actually healthy. But so if you go to a restaurant and you have like 50 meals on the menu, don't eat there. If you go to a restaurant that has their selection of 5, better still, 3 to 4 main courses, 1 to 2 appetizers, and then 1 and 2 desserts. That's classy. Then you know what they do is fresh. They know what they're selling. They keep it tight. They zip it. And they keep it classy. You go to a place like this where you get 50,000 outfits. Girl, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. And it also feels like an afterthought after a certain. You lose the heft and the weight and the importance of certain pieces. You just do, because it's too much. The runway is amazing in the marble, says Jane Davenport. Rachel says, they should have spaced the models better. Where's Cher, says Bim Black. Well, she appeared at the beginning. She said hi on the screen and then ba. So ZQ says, this is insane how long this is going for. I'm telling you. It's, again, another Vivienne Westwood meets Galliano moment. This is not Balmain. Come on, you guys. Let's be honest here. Sobe says, less is more. You are right, Dacob. I'm telling you, especially when it comes to luxury. You don't oversaturate stuff. I mean, all of these luxury brands are fighting so much to be coveted and covetable and exclusive and special and limited. It's a part of their allure of being luxury, is the desirability. But now you're like dumping on us 50,000 looks. That makes maybe, you know, the couple of looks that are really special, will even they disappear in this ocean? Because it just, nothing is special. You know, if everything is special, nothing is special. KDF says, totally agree. Tina says, no, this is strange. We go into Barter Town, says Shilla. Bimblack says, shoes are so ugly. And I mean, the shoes, you know, whatever, to each their own, right? But what I'm worried about is you can break your ankle in them. And then what? You're going to sue Balmain? Are they liable? In America, you can sue somebody for farting. I mean, you know what I mean? In the rest of the world, it's a bit different. You can't just sue as it tickles your fancy. But breaking an ankle in a Balmain shoe in America? Or maybe you can sue the store where you purchased it from. You know, if some department store sells their shoes as well, maybe they're liable. I don't know legally. I'm not a lawyer. This little puffy jacket thing that she wore was cute, but it was also Gautier. But it was cute. And again, we got a little Issey Miyake moment. Meets Gautier, meets Vivienne Westwood. And also, what I've noticed, these earthy tones that he's going for. That's very Yeezy. You know, Kanye West has been playing with these earthy tones since 2015. Of course, his silhouettes are much simpler, but the color palette is there. Now, I have nothing against earthy tones. I think they're gorgeous. I also really, really love terracotta and mud. It's a particular hue of kind of like a green brown. Again, made famous by Vivienne Westwood all the way back in 1982 when she made her collection entitled Nostalgia of Mud. Yeah, you best believe. Queen Vivienne did it first, and the title of that show, go Google it after you finish this video, Nostalgia of Mud by Vivienne Westwood from 1982. Now that is a collection you're gonna remember forever. You can never unsee it once you see that collection. But we digress, right? We have these like cutout forms on the chest, which is, again, you know, we've seen it 1,000 times. Those flame prints that are coming up now, that's giving me very much Tisci for Givenchy like 10 years ago. This portion of the collection. Oh my God, it's also giving me D squared. John Richmond. Ralph Simmons did this as well. I mean, they're not the first to print flames on fabrics, but the whole context, like, and slow down. Now you gotta walk slower because you're burning up. Yeah, what's the this ain't it. Unless Rustic had this idea and said, you know what? Let's do 4 seasons in one. We just do one show every year, and we're going to show you winter, fall, spring, and summer all on one runway. But that's not the case, because they clearly entitled this show at the beginning of the show, Spring Summer 2023. So I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. Or is this his big goodbye moment? Maybe he's retiring and he's giving us this one last retrospective look at how well he can copy other designers. I don't know. I don't think so. He's not that old yet. And then he's giving us the Gaga sphere. You know, the one that she did years ago. Well, her sphere. We also know how original she is. But anyway, Jane says, is this a Guinness Book of Records attempt? Haha, good one, Jane. Well, in that case, I think he would have let like a lot of people walk the runway at the same time. Katniss Everdeen, says Margot. Is that an astro globe on her wrist? It's not moving. I think it's stiff. But did you see the other model was wearing a little like a clutch moment, like a little minotière hanging off a chain, and it had like an orb with a ring around it? That's Vivienne Westwood, y'all. Look, I have here an example. That's Vivienne Westwood's orb. You know, so he literally used her orb and turned it into a bag. Are we getting somewhere with this? Sweet Thing says, is she the bride? Satan's bride in hell because she's burning up, right? Yeah, Tina says, no, this has been done over and done over. Star Trek fashion, says CoverGirl. They throw away after 2 weeks. Oh, okay, we're getting to the end? No, we're not. Oh my god. Wait, is it over? Is Cher coming out? You guys. Or are we in the pits of hell? Because now everybody was burning up. Now the stage is burning up. Now everything is turning into fire. One model is standing on the opening bubble. Oh no, there's another model standing in front of the pill opening. Then we have the circular opening with another model standing on it. Then we have a rectangular opening. Is there another model there? Possibly. And the whole stage is then being filmed and projected to the side of the stage as well, with a huge audience attending. This is like... Oh my god, it's not over. Y'all, it's not over. I need to take a sip. The pretentiousness of it all, says Chizzes. Jetta says, backstage must be like a rush hour subway car. Probably. Oh my god, you guys. This, I kid you not, this is not over. And now they're making it even longer by letting only one model walk the whole thing first. Like, what is he giving us? Is he trying to do like haute couture? Is this part of the show like the haute couture part of the show? Like, what the hell is going on? Those fingerlets, bracelets, we've seen them done 1,000 times. Again, she has a Schiaparelli earring, Vivienne Westwood bodice. Wow. Jane says, do you believe in life after Balmain? Oh, Cher's gonna sing, do you believe in life after Balmain, Balmain, Balmain? Child, let me tell you, you know what? Chucky. What do you, Chucky, what do you think about the show? Are you having fun, Chucks? He's like, Chucky. Look, Chucky, they're kind of using a lot of orange colors. It's your ginger moment. You should be on the runway. You should kind of like go there and stab all the outfits. Don't stab the models, Chucky. You're not allowed to kill people. You can only stab the outfit. Cyber Coco says, my legs are getting restless. I'm kicking and readjusting like crazy. And honestly, y'all, I think the runway moment with that entire moment with the marble, I know Jane said it looks interesting, but to me, it makes it even more unsettling to watch because the patterns are so not clashing nicely. You know, I like a clash moment, but this is just cheap. And the patterns don't work well with the clothes, and they distract from the clothes. The patterns of the runway with this marble print. The marble print, for me, is distracting. It doesn't let me fall into the clothes even more. So, you know, you're making such a ginormous stage. You're printing out this ginormous pattern for a ginormous catwalk. You should have thought it through better, because this ain't it. Well, at least one thing he did is the inclusivity. We have an incredibly beautiful, gorgeous plethora of black models, and they are to die for. One more beautiful than the other. So at least something good came out of this show. You know, we're not seeing a show with just skinny white models. Thank God for that. Jim Davenport says the marble runway needs to be at Versace or YSL maybe. No, the marble floor needs to be at some Home Depot on sale in the linoleum material that nobody wants to buy, and it should stay there. That's where the marble thing needs to go. The models are to die for. Just gorgeous. Oh, the one doll dressed in gold. Beautiful. So at least that is something beautiful to look at. The models are just divine. They're just divine. Hands down. Gorgeous. They're like goddesses. You know? Oh, here, for those of you who don't know, the orb, the Vivienne Westwood orb, there it is. Here, she also has it on her perfume. There, that's kind of the orb moment that they're kind of copying. Kev says, I'll take the marble to fabricate my kitchen counter. Yeah, it's giving me cheap kitchen counter. You know, if you can't afford the real deal, you buy that foil with the marble print and then you kind of tape it on top of something so that you don't have to buy the real deal. You know, it's giving me kitchen counter, IKEA kitchen counter moment, and they're walking over. Oh, maybe that's the concept, you guys. Maybe they're all dressed in these earthy tones because they're like breadcrumbs rolling over the kitchen counter. And this is like a ginormous, it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So the catwalk is this like huge kitchen counter from IKEA with the cheap printed out pattern to tape it on top. And all the models are dressed as breadcrumbs and like food leftovers. And they're kind of rolling on top of the kitchen counter. I mean, conceptual. We'll go. You know what I mean? Little giblets, you know, little bits of food left over. You know, this could be, for example, a flake from a coconut, like a little bit of coconut flake, and the other model is a little breadcrumb. But that's kind of cute, right? And then these like red openings over there are like the sides of a refrigerator that's overheating. Or maybe it could be a microwave oven, like a microwave oven that's kind of overheating. Nicholas says, now I'm getting hungry. Me too. Sal, let me take a chip. Oh, coincidentally, I got me some little bread chips here, so don't mind if I do. Breaking the biggest rule in fashion. Eating is not allowed. Oh, wait, is the show over? Oh my god, you guys, it's over. No, it's not over. Maybe it's over. Oh, yes, okay, there he is. Ma che fai? Ma chi sei? Ma che te vuole? Ma dai. No, non ci siamo, ragazzi, eh? Actually, I'm gonna say it in the Donatella voice. Ragazzi, non ci siamo, eh? Ma per niente! Ma per niente! Oh, discontinue says he almost fell in those shoes. Wouldn't surprise me. Of course he would do the whole runway. Of course he would. We're not humble. We do the whole runway. Then we stop and we're sure that photographers take photos of us. We are the star of the show. Let us pause there. Let's pose. Let's pause and pose. Let us take it all in. This is our runway after all. We are the star of the show. You know, humble? Never. Why be humble? After all, it's not your brand. You're just working for it. Why would you need to be humble? Thais Coutinho says, where's Cher? I don't know. It's not over yet. Believe it or not, it's still happening, you guys. There she is. That person is Rustic. He's the designer for Balmain. Here's Cher. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. Cher fell asleep, says Jesus. Yeah, they woke her up to say, hey, Cher, come out and walk the runway. Okay, so he's not done yet, is he? He walked the runway on his own. Let's do it again. He's walking the runway again, this time with Cher. He couldn't come out with Cher to begin with, right? And just do it once. No, he had to come out alone and do the runway alone. And then Cher comes out. Then he's doing the runway again with Cher just because... Wow, you guys. I mean... Humble much? Not. Chilla says he better not fall and hurt Cher. But Cher better not fall. I mean, she has high heels too there. I mean, they're chunky, but still. But she's an entertainer. She's a star. She can handle heels. She knows how to do it. Yeah, he's hanging on to her, right? Katie says he's hanging on to her. Like a moth to a flame, baby. I've never seen a designer for a big brand do this, says Blue Bannisters. Nicola says he's literally the anti-Martin Margiela. Johnny says they use the same fillers, Cher and him. Well, Cher looks a little bit more classy. Her fillers, don't forget, Cher is like 10 times older than him, and she looks amazing for her age. And the plastic surgeries and the fillers and the jobs that she has done, amazing. Like, she's older than Madonna, but she looks better than Madonna is right now at them, you know, because Madonna like overdid it. Looks really bad, but Cher looks amazing. Okay, is it over? Or is he gonna walk the runway again? A third time. Third time's the charm. No? We're fading to black? No, we're not fading to black. Okay, it's over. Whew. Hands down, I can say this has been the longest fashion show I've ever had to watch. It kept going and going, and it was not fun. Jizza says, bruh. Debbie says, OMG. Barbara says, Cher looks amazing. Cher does look amazing. Madonna missed the mark. Yeah, gosh, get a life. Madonna, unfortunately. We love her, but she missed the mark a little. Jane says, is he going to walk the runway again? Third time's the charm. Oh my God, Johnny says, I'm going to have nightmares. Amazing gate, really. Really great gate, says Tina. They were singing something? No. Cher was not singing, Jasmine. I watched it in the original audio. She did not sing any song. Asia says, longest and ugliest show. Zara says, fashion marathon. Cher, the original American, says Fox Mulder. We love Cher. Hands down. She is an icon. She's amazing. She is the moment. And quite frankly, with her little skimpy performance outfit, she stole the show. She's Cher. She's amazing. Kev says, already forgot what we saw, right? Except like we're drained of all our energy now and life forces. Never ending story, says Katie. My poor neck, says Sobi. Cher is iconic, says Zen. Thais Coutinho. That last part after the intermission with only black models, that part was fun and beautiful. Trina says Cher is 76 years old and she looks better than Madonna. Cher did good preservation, surgically speaking. Despina says, I slept for real. Rachel says, the timing of the show was off. So many stop-starts, very choppy. Jasmine says, Cher was the best part of the show. Katie says, love Cher. Mermaids is one of my favorite movies with Winona Ryder and Christina Ricci. We love that movie. And Rachel says, Cher should have come out first, in my opinion. Well, she did only on video. That pre-recorded video segment. And then she did not walk. Yeah. Yeah, she's 76, looks amazing. Red Cover Girls California says, this fashion show was not worth waiting for Cher at the end. But Cher looks amazing. Cher was my sole positive, says Chilla. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you love this video or liked it even a little bit, thumb it up and subscribe. Never give up on love. I can't even talk anymore. This show drained the life out of me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you've made it this far into the video, just to know that you've made it this far would be really interesting for me to know. Drop a little pumpkin emoji in the chats, in the comment section. Never give up on love. Subscribe.